Welcome, Taurus, to your February 2022 general reading. Let's see what messages we have for you today, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. We have healing, creativity, and a definite yes. So Taurus, if you have been asking for answers, for guidance, for a direct yes or no, this is your answer. It's a definite yes. So Taurus, there's something there to do with creativity that you're looking at, either doing for the first time, venturing into something new, or taking something that you've already been doing to the next level and you're just not quite sure if it's the right thing. And the universe is definitely telling you yes. Now, Taurus, we've also got the healing card there. So it means that you're bringing healing to others through either your creative talents, it could be your caring personality. So February is a spiritual month for you, Taurus, where you're activating your fifth eye, you are having greater spiritual enlightenment, and it's bringing healing to others. And it could also be bringing healing to ourselves. Sometimes when we heal ourselves, that can then have a ripple effect, and others around us can see the change in us, and then it changes them and has a knock-on effect. Okay, Taurus, let's see what Archangel Michael cards have to say in relation to this question. So Taurus, you've been asking a question and needing guidance, and you're definitely on the right path. You definitely have gotten the yes card. Now that this could be yes to change something, yes to stay with something that you're doing, you don't know, do I take that new job? Do I look for that new house? Do I start that new business venture? So you've got a definite yes there, Taurus. And Archangel Michael is by your side during this time. So there's still a little bit of uncertainty within you, Taurus. You're still not quite sure. And that might be why you've been needing a yes-no answer, and you've got your yes answer. So this is just letting you know that it's now time to get rid of uncertainty and, thrust yourself in to that creativity. Now, it's interesting because we've got two different decks here, and our colours are just hitting in theme here. So really, both decks are supporting the same message there. Taurus, it's time to possibly, what's been holding you back, Taurus, may be that you've been thinking of what others may want, or what would suit people around you, or possibly what other people think you should be doing. And it could be, Taurus, that you've been denying yourself that freedom to follow your dreams and to take that next step. And it's okay now to make these choices for yourself. The cards are clearly saying this is time that you allow yourself to unleash that talent inside of you that you may have been suppressing. And it can be scary. Archangel Michael is saying, take a deep breath, slow down, take a deep breath. And it could be the mere fact of making a decision is enough to create some stress and anxiety. Sometimes if we just take a step back, it can be easier in making that decision. Okay, let's see what our Doreen Virtue deck has. So that's our Archangel Michael. Let's just see if we can clarify more of what this decision is. But it's time to step forward. Take that chance. Take a leap of faith. It could be that you've been wanting to start something that may help others, or the fact that you take this step forward and do something that you've always wanted to do, that on its own could have a healing effect. Now, I've just had this card come out of our deck, and it's the protection card. So sometimes when we're nervous about venturing into the unknown, it's important to know, Taurus, that you've got protection. Protection is there, so there is nothing to worry about. Take that step, take the plunge without fear. Visualization of what you desire. And meditation. Yoga and meditation. Okay, Taurus, so it's really important to be able to make that plunge and that you visualize yourself in that new role, in this new setting. So for you to be able to make this decision and go forth and put into action your idea, you need to visualize it. First, visualize what it is you want. When we visualize what we want, it is so much easier for it to come into fruition. First, we have to imagine ourselves doing it before we actually take that plunge and put it into place and do it. So let go of negativity and imagine yourself being and doing and taking this step into this new future for yourself. So you've got a definite yes card there, Taurus, which is amazing to get such a direct answer. So ask and you shall receive, and your answer is yes. And a beautiful day. So opportunity comes, taking a step, taking the plunge, moving forth, freeing yourselves of you're freeing yourself of the uncertainty of which way. Is it yes? Is it no? Do I? Don't I? Imagine yourself succeeding. Imagine yourself in the role. We've also got a lot of healing, Taurus. We've got healing hands. You've got yoga and exercise, spiritual growth and healing. So perhaps the whole process will create healing for you. And some of you, Taurus, you may be moving into something that is more spiritual. You may be following a spiritual healing career path that does allow other people to find peace, whether it's through emotional well-being, spiritual advancement. It could be that you're a physical healer as well. And, you know, the mind, body and spirit, it's all connected. You may be involved in bringing all three aspects together for people. But you've definitely got healing and spiritual growth. And it could also be, Taurus, that it's your own healing and your own spiritual growth on this journey. And there is nothing to fear because you have protection. This is really up to you. You have the ability to make anything that you want happen. It all comes down to visualizing. I'm just going to pick our last few cards here. Invite serendipity. Let things happen. So, Taurus, this is understanding and being aware of different signs and messages that you might be getting. So now is the time to be open to moments where there's messages or opportunities, last minute things that come in. You know, I might not do that, but then last minute you do, and then you run into somebody and next thing you realise you know, if you hadn't have been there at that moment, you may not have seen that person, and from that will come guidance. Let things happen. You've got the go with the flow, the let things happen card. So it's really important to take a deep breath. So we've got a few cards from different decks in sync with each other. Let things happen. Go with the flow. Take a deep breath. Just relax. Make your decision. The answer is yes. Visualize success. And it could be that some of the worry is holding you back, because Taurus, we do have the worry card to forget about worry. Let the worry go, because when we visualize and imagine all of what could go wrong, that's what we'll manifest for ourselves. It's important to visualize all of what can go right and bring that into our reality. And Taurus, there may be somebody that you know who may just need to get a message from you. If there's somebody you haven't spoken to, a friend that you haven't spoken to in some time, now just might be that time to send them that hello. Pick up the phone, make a phone call. There's somebody that you've been meaning to get in contact with for some time, and you've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Taurus, now is the time to just reach out and make contact. And it may not be that you've deliberately not been making an effort to contact somebody. Sometimes we get busy, we get caught up in things, time goes by, and we don't realise how much time has gone by. And now is the time to make contact. And it could be that very person that you haven't heard from in such a long time that might give you the serendipity and messages. It could be that they start talking about something and then it's exactly what you're looking at moving into. They may give you clarification about your decision. My final card is living life to the fullest. Make the most of every opportunity. And I think the important thing from that is to consider that when we don't allow ourselves to follow our dreams, to make those choices, to make changes, and we sit stuck where we don't make a decision, we're not living life to the fullest. Take the plunge. Make the most of what you've got. And trust your intuition. So trust your intuition. It runs in sync with the serendipity card. So there's going to be messages for you. If you've been seeking clarification and guidance is coming. And you are now at a time where you're ready and waiting. You are now ready to receive your messages. So Taurus, the biggest takeaway from this is yes. Your answer is yes. Take the plunge and go with it. Thank you, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed your reading.